probably can't hear me because I do not have a microphone on. All right. I'm doing yet another test. So hey, let's bring the camera over here. All right. So there's one thing. This is a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? I'll have to do something about that at some point. It controls one of my lights. This is another ATEM test. So I'm testing out my switch, but I have a really cool announcement to make. So bear with me. I have. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this on. Now I can't see the monitor, so I'm gonna kind of hope that that gives you a view of the ATEM. This will give you a view of me, and this will give you another view of me, but my backside. Watch your eyes. Hey, so the reason for this test is I've hooked a DVR up, or a hard drive, and actually I didn't even turn it on yet. So I'm going to hit record. So hopefully now it's recording. So this is my first test of the hard drive. I've hooked a hard drive up to the ATEM. Now I got to figure out which camera is which. So why don't you follow me over here for a second. And let's see. So camera 1 just followed me. Camera 2 is the ATEM, and camera 3 is looking at my quick print and my old 1979 model of the Enterprise. All right. Hey, that's all right. That is all right. Because my major test right now is essentially while I'm streaming, I'm also recording to the hard drive. And I don't care what the other two pictures are. You've got the talking head, which is awesome. But I want to see what happens when I take this hard drive and hook it up to DaVinci Resolve. In theory, if everything goes right, I should have a syncable video. That's why I got the Mini Pro ISO. So let's see if that's working. But so the cool announcement. Let's talk about that. It's all about what's in my hand right now. All right. So I'm gonna switch between cameras because there's no point in doing a test and syncing if the cuts and everything don't line up. So again, I'm just gonna cycle through these cameras. And all right, so I'm back to the talking head camera. So you guys are familiar with Vellum, right? Right? Okay. So this funky material right here is Vellum. And Vellum, and these days, Vellum and parchment are almost synonymous. It's a very thin, I think that's the actual side that you would see if I bound something in this. If I put it up to me, you can see it's not quite translucent, it's opaque, but it's incredibly thin. This is what we're binding Animal Farm in. We have a project where I'm working with the apprentices, and we're gonna start doing some design bindings, and we're gonna start getting into stuff that it's definitely the book artist level of work. So I paired up with Pagamia, and they sent me some transparent, translucent Vellum. Now this stuff is so thin, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let's zoom in. All right. You can actually see, this is so thin, you can see the image through here. And if you can't see that, I apologize. Like I said, I can't see the monitor right now because it's turned around. But we ordered this in because we are working on a first edition 13th impression of The Hobbit by J.R. Tolkien. I probably didn't have to say that. Everyone knows The Hobbit. And we are going to take the original cover art, or at least a copy of the original cover art, and we are going to laminate it underneath this beautiful vellum. So you'll be able to see the Misty Mountains shining through, and I believe the cover is kind of a blue and green and white. So these colors are going to come through the vellum, and the vellum is not perfect. It's spotty. It's got some colorations in it, which I think will really add to the depth of this design binding. So we're going to take that cover art, we're going to laminate it underneath this vellum. And here, let's, my GoPro kicked off again. So, yeah, this is Animal Farm underneath here. And you can see, even with this discoloration, you still get that layered depth. And you can still see the artwork. And so just imagine those mountains coming through this across the binding. I'm so excited about this project, it's not funny. And I know my client, who's been waiting quite a while, because I had to look for just the right pieces. And the folks at Pagamia really helped me out. So this is a project that we are going to be featuring here on Patreon only. And it will be starting, actually it's already started. We've got the book dismantled. The cover boards were destroyed. And we've got some touch up to do. We did some paper repair, and we're going to start putting this thing together. But you're going to start seeing a couple videos on this, and that's what I'm excited to tell you. So this is just a real quick live stream. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm going to cycle through my cameras again because, like I said, this is also a test of my ATEM Mini, and I really want to see what it can do. I want to see how it records, and I just cycled through a camera that wasn't even on. All right, friends, family, fellow patrons, book lovers, I thank you for tuning in. I'm going to tune out now. You have a fantastic evening. Thank you.